Hello from Nicosia, Cyprus. This is Chef Andros. As we promised, today's video is going to be lemon marmalade. Um, before looking at the recipe, we must know a few things about sugar. So to make a marmalade or a jam, we need lemons, sugar, and some water. That's it. The final product into the jar is going to be just the lemon and the sugar because the water has evaporated. So what you need to know about sugar is that the simplest recipe you can make with sugar is syrup. Syrup is water and sugar. Now we have to distinguish what is the meaning of the word boiling and what is the meaning of the word frying. So sugar has got its own rules. That sugar can boil, it can boil with water up to the temperature of 105 degrees Celsius, maybe 215, 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Above that temperature, there is no water content into the syrup because it has evaporated. And we are left with sugar alone, which starts to caramelize. Now, I used the term fry like we fry potatoes because the sugar can boil to the temperature of 105 Celsius, but above that it is like frying because it has no water to boil, so it starts dehydrating what you have in the syrup. So if you have a chopped lemon into the syrup, like we're going to make a marmalade, it will dehydrate it so much that it will look like caramel. It will fry it, so it will not be good. So have in mind this this tip that syrup boils to a temperature of 105 Celsius. That's it. Don't boil it more because it will become caramel. Okay, so we go back to our recipe. Okay, Mr. Cameraman, I want you to be a nice person. Okay, Mr. Cameraman. All right. So my recipe today is 1.5 kilograms of lemons and 1.5 kilograms of sugar, some water and some water for boiling that we will get rid of. So what we do with our lemon, now we need 3 different knives. This is a chef's knife that I told you you don't have to buy an expensive one. If you buy a $15 one, it will do the work. We need a carving knife, this is a must for every house and for every chef. Okay, and we will be needing our 50-cent knife that I explained to you before, that knives don't make the chefs, and in everybody's home they can do the job with a cheap knife. Okay, so watch me carefully what I am going to do with my lemon. I will take away the two ends and I will remove the rind like this. Okay? I will just remove the rind. Now, this rind, I am going to cut it. In the culinary language is called julienne, but in the language of everybody's that everybody understands, I will shred it using my kitchen knife, and I will make nice strips that they will make my jam look like a marmalade. I explained to you that the difference of jam and marmalade is that marmalade includes the rind. This is the rind of the lemon. Or it could be orange, it could be bitter orange, it could be tangerine, it could be any kind of citrus fruit. So I have chopped my lemon. So for you it's going to be all the lemons. So this is one lemon, but because I have the marmalade almost ready that you will see me jarring. So this rind, we can soak it in water a couple of times and change the water until the bitterness goes away. And we will boil it 3 times and get rid of the water so that all the bitterness goes away and we have it nice and soft and tender before adding the sugar, because the fruit has to be tender when we put it into the syrup. Otherwise, it will not cook. We don't cook things in the sugar. So what do we do now with the lemon? So you understood about the rind. We will boil it a couple of times so that we get rid of the bitterness, and we make it tender and cooked to continue our marmalade. So what do we do with the lemon? Okay, I took the two ends away. I cut a slice from the top and a slice from below. I get rid of any seeds, and this I keep it aside. I cut it around that there are no seeds. So you see here, there are no seeds. And what I'm going to do now, I have two different things. I have this one that I will chop in small cubes. I will cut in small cubes that we will add into the marmalade. And we have the rest of the lemon that we are going to blend into our polymixer, into our food processor, to make a pulp out of it. Now we will divide our lemons in two parts. So the 1 kilo 500 will be divided in two places. Okay, half of it will become this one, the other half it will become this one. Now the one that we will put into the food processor, we will strain it and steal some lemon juice. So out of the kilo and a half, I have stolen 250 ml of lemon juice that I will not use at all. Okay, so this one we are going to boil with some water and then use a sieve, so that we will pass the pectin into the jam that we will make. All right, this one I will cut it in small cubes, very fine cubes. Okay, like this. I hope you can understand that we will do in 2 casseroles. So the 1 casserole, we will boil the cooked rind together with the good pieces of lemon that we have diced. And this will be cooking in some water until it gets tender. All right? And then we will add to this casserole, we will add this pulp that we boiled and we passed through the sieve. Okay? So we will add it and then throw away the residue. Okay? So now we will go to our casserole and see our jam, and we will explain more details. Okay? So, Mr. Cameraman, move your camera. Okay, Mr. Cameraman, this is okay here. I hope that the angle is good. And forgive me for a moment. Okay, my jam is ready, and you will see now you will see me jarring. So this is our casserole. Don't worry, I will bring the camera near. Ooh, this is ready, and this is fantastic. And I will tell you how you know that the marmalade is ready. Okay. So now we have a view of the marmalade. It is still boiling. Okay, but it is ready because I told you that I combined the rind together with the cubes and some water, and and the sugar, and then I added also the pulp with the pectin. So this is not this was a little bit complicated the way I told you, but now we will see how to know if our syrup is thick enough. So when we pull up our our spoon, and you see this, you see the syrup forming something like a bunch of grapes, it means that it is ready, and it is ready. I have turned it off, so I will be jarring my marmalade. Okay, all right. I boiled my lids and I boiled my jars. So this is the moment that I will do my jarring. I will be using a small a kettle which I have especially for this work. I don't have that a funnel for the jams, but Mr. Cameraman, Mr. Cameraman. Oh, okay, I think that it is okay now. So I will be jarring my marmalade like this. I leave it half an inch lower. I will close and tighten with my fingers, okay? And I will turn my bottle upside down. And I will explain to you why I put it upside down. I will take another jar. I will fill it up. I left it about a centimeter and a half lower than the lid. I am putting on the cap, okay, and I will turn it upside down. Now, why did I put it upside down? air cannot get into it, and it is a matter of elementary physics that the liquids, when they are boiling, they are expanded, and when they get cool, they shrink. So while the liquid will be shrinking into the vase, into the jar, it will try to get air into the jar, but it is impossible. So it will pull the lid inside. So how to know if your jam is well sealed, okay, and vacuum? Can you hear this? So this one, it will make it, it will pull it inside, and there is no air into the marmalade, so it can last for a very long time, and it will not get bad. Now, in my previous lemon marmalades, I was using also ginger. Even in my last one, I used ginger and some honey. Now, today's ingredients, they are lemon, they are sugar, water for boiling, and some water that I used just to boil a couple of times my lemon rind, so that I would get rid of the bitterness. Now, I have tried my marmalade, and it is very, very tasty. I am very, very happy about it. Today we had something more. We didn't have just the marmalade. I prepared an olive pie. It was cooked, it's ready. Actually, it's not that hot, but this is my olive pie, and I will cut on camera a piece so that you know how it looks into the dish. So this is my olive pie. I have the recipe. You can have a look in my videos, and you will find it. Normally, when we want to cut larger cakes or round pies, we could, instead of making big triangles, we could as well cut a square from the middle. Okay, from the middle we cut a square, and then we cut around it, and it makes nice big chunks without any pointed. But in this case, I will cut a piece like this. I want to show you. This is a traditional Cyprus pie, one of the best pies that we enjoy and we offer our guests. So this is it. Okay, this is our pie. It's beautiful. It's got olives in it, and mint, and coriander, and I'm going to enjoy it with my tea. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again. I will be back with more videos for you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.